I want to talk about the Central Valley and something that you pointed out about pro-choice candidates. The Central Valley, massive Hispanic population, many of those Catholics communities or of other Christian background communities. You have a concern with those communities and others who are voting pro-choice for pro-choice candidates, and you may be going against their values or their traditional values that they belong to. How do we address that, and why do you think that is?
What I'm discovering as I go across America is that people sometimes are not voting their values. They're voting along party lines. And by doing that, say if they're accustomed to being a Democrat and the Democrats support the pro-choice position that a woman should have a right to choose to abort a child. Well, if the voter doesn't agree with that position, but feels that there must be a loyalty to the party, they will vote for the party, even though their hearts say, I should be supporting the sanctity of life. And sometimes in various polling situations, we're discovering that the people at the polls will guide the voters towards one ballot or another. And so if the community is more designed to deliver pro-abortion votes, then the people who are working at the poll may guide the people towards that.
So it's almost manipulating the voters.
We are discovering, because I kept asking, I said that Catholics and African Americans tend to be naturally, the Catholics naturally pro-life, and the African Americans are conservative by nature. And yet the larger numbers will vote for abortion and that type of agenda. And so we're discovering that they're feeling as though they have to be loyal to that party rather than to their values.
Now, do you think those communities are misinformed, or maybe some of the truth is withheld from them?
Well, I know for sure that there are many African Americans who believe that it is illegal for a person who is a Democrat to vote for a candidate who is not a Democrat. I've had people actually say, well, I can't. I have to vote for a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. And I say, what makes you have to do that? Well, the law says. No, the law does not say that. But there are many people who believe that if you're part of a certain political party, you must always vote for that.
And that's almost going against democracy.
It is going against democracy.
You're cornering it.
But at least now we understand the puzzle has been solved, that people can be highly pro-life and still vote for a pro-abortion candidate, just by not understanding the voting process and what our voting rights are. So we have an obligation now to educate the public as to what their rights are as voting citizens of the United States.